Hi, this is Mike Hendrickson, live from the Strata conference show floor in New York City. I'm here with Paul Brown. Paul, you're with Paradigm4?
Hi, Mike. Yeah, with Paradigm4, but wearing my other hat, I'm the architect of a product or a new database platform called SciDB, which is developed out of the science community. So I guess unlike a lot of the other folk here at the Strata conference, our agenda is is to support big science communities, and less to support the you might say modern business processes, which is a buzzword I'm hearing a lot at the conference today.
Well, speaking of buzzwords, we were talking about this earlier about big data and data science really does derive from the science world? Or?
Well, it's certainly one place you could begin to look at it. Our work is sort of the genesis of SciDB was work done by a chap called Jim Gray, a Turing Award winner. He started looking at how astronomers and high-energy physics scientists, for example, handled downstream data processing, how they derive new scientific results from the raw evidence that their instruments created and captured. And what he found is that a lot of the technologies that were in play at the time, relational database systems, unstructured systems, and so forth, really weren't adequate to the requirements that scientists wanted. So they spent, he and a chap called Mike Stonebreaker, who's my boss's boss kind of thing, spent a few years asking scientists, so what do you want? And that was the set of features that SciDB has tried to hit. The Paradigm4 side is, well, what happens when we pick up all of this, the lessons of this methodology and these technologies that are used in scientific research and try to apply them in a modern business context? And the touch point between these two worlds really is what happens when people begin to use machines to capture the data they make business decisions on. We all know what the Hadron Collider can collect or what the Hubble Space Telescope can collect, but businesses begin to instrument the systems that run their manufacturing processes as they begin, in the case of, for example, biosciences, to use lots of industrial processes to understand how genes work, how drugs interact with genes and microbiology, and how we begin to make more and more use of mobile devices and understanding where customers are, what they're doing. This continual process of machines generating business data requires the kind of methodology that scientists have used to analyze the world, to understand the patterns and trends that are out there.
So you're kind of, in a way, repackaging methods and tools and techniques into different domains.
Yeah, very much. A simple example would be that if what I'm trying to do, for example, is understand how a particular drug affects a particular protein sequence in a cell. Technologically, what you do is you create what's called a logistic regression model, which is a very big, complicated way of saying, given what you know about the state of the inputs, what can you predict about what happens downstream in the model? What scientists often want to do is to understand the principles that govern underlying natural processes. What marketing people want to do is to understand how people react to the stimulus they see in the world around them. So can we take these techniques that we use to understand cell biology, can we understand how to use the mathematics that underpins a lot of those decision-making processes, and sort of try to bring them to new markets, to try to bring them to new business practices and processes.
Excellent. So, Paul, where are we going to see you guys going in the future with your products?
So, at the moment, SciDB is about to have what we're calling kind of our pre-alpha release. We're in the gun now, in the chute now, to get this the next version out. If anybody wants to, http://SciDB.org. We're an open source system released under GPL3. If you want to grab the product and have a look at it, you're more than welcome to. Paradigm4, on the other side, is sort of trying to do the level of enterprise readiness that a lot of big industrial customers need. Scientists, for the most part, they can sort of go out and kick a machine if it isn't working, but if you're running GE or if you're trying to make sense of lots of data, you can't have that luxury. So we're providing tools to wrap around the platform to allow people to, make sure the machines are all up and running and to manage and configure the boxes in an efficient fashion. So those are the two sides of the shop. But SciDB.org, come and have a look at our product, use it, and give us some feedback. We're very keen to find out.
Excellent. Paul, I hope we see you at Strata in Santa Clara.
I'm sure you will.
All right, thank you.
So much, Mike.